Kasese district eri Muhammad districts hano mu Uganda agali hamtano kandi nkimanywa nti Kasese district enu eri hamtano ogwa Uganda ni hanga erya DR Congo. Habwe nsongege ebyamaguzi bingi muno mbiruga mu ihanga erya DR Congo imitaha mu ihanga erya Uganda kurabira hamwatano ogule hali hamponderubireha hanu mu Kasese district. Ekinkyoleka nti ebyamaguzi bingi muno ebikutaha ihanga ebimu muri byo mbeba bitali hamutindo oguli kwetagisa kandi eki nkiretera abantu abakasese hano endweire ezitalizimu na zimu nkakansa egi egenzere meiso no kanyira mu bataka abatalibamu na bamu.
And a stretch of which is actually long. It is we talk of over 40 kilometers of a porous border from Isango to Chibat in Kitoro sub-county. But nevertheless, like the products you have mentioned, the gonja, the palm oil, most of it is actually through the gazetted one-stop border post.
Ekitongole ekya Anti-counterfeit network nchikorana hamu na Uganda Communications Commission UCC barugireyo nokutekaho omusomo ogwekiro kimu jete public consultation egi egenderirwemu kurora nti abantu bagambirwa hansonga eza Anti-counterfeit Goods Bill 2023 oba iteka eri kwija kukugira abantu kuba mbatunda n'okugura ebyona ebitakwikirizibwa oba ebyamaguzi ebitali hamutindo byete ebyebicupuli mu butale obutali bumu na bumu. Omusomo guno ogubeire hale ha multipurpose hall mu Nyamwamba division mu Kasese municipality gugenderirwemu kurora nti abantu bamanyisibwa hansonga enu kandi ne iteka lino erigenda kurabwaho na parliament ya Uganda kurora nti ebintu byona ebikuba mbitundwa mu butale obutali bumu na bumu bibeho na mateka agagenderwaho. Bino byona mbijaho hanyuma yo munyoro Honorable Asmani baswalirwa kandi onwe MP owa Bugiri municipality na mugenzi we Honorable Jonathan Walu onu MP wa Soroti municipality bakarugayo babaga ekiteso kinu gete bill kandi bagibazaho mu parliament ya Uganda babaha nakeire kurura niko bakujja kwetegeka no kukaguza abantu abatali bamu na bamu kuruga mu districts ezitalizimu na zimu hansonga enu ya Anti-counterfeit Goods Bill 2023. Bwabere nabazaho n'abanyamakuru hanyuma yoruterano nunu jete public consultation meeting omnyoro Fred Mwema kandi onuwe chairperson wa Anti-counterfeit network arugireyo no kubazaho hansonga ezitalizimu na zimu eziri mu iteka lino erigenda kubazaho kandi rirabweho na parliament ya Uganda kurora niko abantu abakugura ebintu bitali bimu na bimu tibatunga buzibu kandi nendeirwe ezitalizimu na zimu kuruga mu maguzi oba ebyokutunda ebi ebitahikire byete counterfeit.
We've had a very interesting interaction engagement with the people of Kasese, overwhelming support for the Anti-counterfeit Goods and Services Bill, which we are hoping should go through the legislative process and hopefully it should be passed into law by the end of the year. So this consultation has been extremely important. The feedback has been consistent as far as we are concerned with the rest of the feedback we're getting from the rest of the country. We just come from the East. The West is speaking mainly the same thing. And I want to emphasize here, RPC spoke a bit about the challenge of the mechanism of implementing this law. And I would like to refer you to Section 6 of the bill, which says that every agency, when implementing this bill, has got to cooperate with the other agencies. So this is an inter-cooperation bill. You don't do it alone. And that also means if one agency is sleeping on the job, the other agency will tap it on the head and say, look, we need to move. We also have, as the line minister under this bill, the Minister of Justice, who will be able to coordinate all this. And as private society, civil society, we are going to have a coordination mechanism to ensure that this bill does not go to sleep. I can assure you that the SCN and other actors in this space are not going to sleep. You've seen we've come all this way and we are not about to sit back. Reverend here mentioned something interesting. Differentiation. It is true that you cannot tell a genuine from the fake because the branding is the same, the pricing is the same, they are sold in the same place. So differentiation is one of the big drivers of counterfeiting. We the consumer cannot differentiate. So what we have done as SCN is to develop a consumer reporting platform which we call BLEEP, B-L-E-E-P. It is an online platform, bleep.ug. You can record the name and get it. We are finishing the final preparation for commercial launch of this platform. Until now, we had nowhere to report a counterfeit. If you buy a fake toothpaste or a fake pen or a fake Vaseline, it's not very easy for you to go to RDC and report one item.
Omnyoro Joseph Kizito, only head of Consumers Protection Unit, kuruga hali mu UCC, nawe agenzere meiso no kugamba nti iteka lino hiyo nka UCC negenda meiso no kulehagira no kurora nti Parliament ya Uganda yalirabyaho habwensonga nti hiyo nka UCC eina omuhigo ogwokurwanisa byayisere fake phones oba ebichupuli masimu ebigenda meiso no kubonesa abantu kandi no kubaikyaho obuhuta no butandwa obutalibumu na bumu. Agezere meiso no kusobora nti iteka lino bwereraba litekere mu nkora indijja kuba ndirwanisa ebichupuli mu teknolojia ebigenda meiso no kutalibaniza abantu no kubamaraho obusinge bwabo.
Saying this because the Uganda Communications Commission has been championing the fight against counterfeitism, but this time only in the communication sector. Or in simple language, we've been trying to fight the fake phones. But in executing this fight, in driving the other processes, for example, collaborating with other entities on how to develop the standards that will manage enforcement of the elimination, that will our partners in the awareness space. We never had any facilitating tool as a national agency dealing with a very sensitive sector, which is communications. We did have an overarching tool to enable us to execute this fight against fake phones. So this is a very welcome development, and at UCC, when the mention came of it, we were quick to jump on the opportunity, and that's why we're able to work with the Anti-counterfeit network to at least reach out, sensitize the public. You can see the issues are so many, and this is not the first time we're hearing this. Every time we went out to sensitize about fake phones, we got stories and testimonies of counterfeits in other areas, in food, in agriculture, in medicine, mention it. So it's a welcome opportunity for the country. And if anything, the facilitators of this should not be struggling a lot. Ugandans should wake up and embrace it from the word go. So for us at UCC, it is a big development, and like I said in my earlier submission, we are going to walk the talk in as far as the initiative by SCN and what Parliament has started by through Honorable Wasalio. We shall walk this talk because what we have started to do and we're getting struggles, we're getting a challenge, a bottleneck, is going to be opened by this one key.
abebembezi hano mu district ya Kasese bemberirwemu Omnyoro Muhindi Bukombi Elifas kandi na deputy RDC Maate Magwara bagenzere meiso nabo kusobora hansonga zinu ezikwatangaine habiru enu eya Anti-counterfeit Bill bagamba mazima eizire mukeire kenyini habokuba mu bicweka ebya Kasese hano abantu mbagenda meiso n'okugura ebyamaguzi ebyebucupuli oba byete fake oba byete counterfeit ebigenda meiso n'okuruga mahanga nka DR Congo habokuba emyatano eya DR Congo na Uganda ekingwiru kandi abantu abatali bamu na bamu bagikozesa kubi kurabyaho ebyamaguzi binu ebitali hamutindo oguhikire eki mbagamba nti kiresereho endeire kakansa kukanyira mu bantu kandi mbagamba mali iteka linu bwereraba litekere mu nkora abantu ba Kasese mbajja kuba mbali ganyurwamu muno.
The person gets to know that once you take something that is not of standard, you will be in trouble. In the first case, you will be compromising your own life. And before, we have been telling people that our people, when you go to Malago, you find that out of 10 cases of cancer, 5 cases are from Kasese. And this is as a result of counterfeit foods. You know, when we talk of counterfeit food, it doesn't mean that it is the food that has been manufactured, but even food that is prepared locally. Because the way we prepare our cassava flour from the garden, how it is processed, how it is stored, and until it is prepared, there has been a challenge of aflatoxin. These are just toxins that end up causing us problems in our bodies. And so when we get, as we have been sensitized on this law, we are now moving down. The good thing, they have involved district councillors, they have involved church leaders.
We have, for example, a challenge of illicit drinks locally produced here and others marketed here when they are produced from outside the district. Those ones are a big health hazard. Then secondly, we have a challenge of meats, some of which they call sanga, others are offals of animals, offals of pigs in Kampala, chicken legs and heads, also from Kampala, transported all the way to be dumped in Kasese. I think this law will be very helpful to us in fighting it.
Bwabere nabaza hansonga zinu eza Anti-counterfeit Bill, SSP Moses Nanoka Onue Regional Police Commander owa Rwenzori East Police agenzere meiso n'okugumya nti hibo nkabye byokwerinda mbajja genda meiso n'okurora nti iteka linu bwereraba Parliament erirabizeho mbajja genda meiso n'okuliteka mu nkora n'okurora nti ebi byonna ebikutundwa mu butale byaba by'omutindo n'okwehara ebintu ebyebicupuli byete counterfeit ebi ebisobola kusiisa obwomezi bw'abantu.
And as RPC representing the enforcement arms of the government, I pledge full support to this law. I have here officers. I think also we agree that we have some officers in investigations, and I believe with the collaboration of all the state agencies and the bodies that work, that will support this implementation of this law, if it is put in place, then shall have success in fighting counterfeits.
abaire nabaza ansonga zino habwa abebembezi abamadini abatali bamu na bumu obu mbeterana mu kitongole kyabo ekikumanywa nka Inter-Religious Council habwa Rwenzori Region omnyoro Reverend Yongeza Ezra Bukonzo agezere meiso n'okwebaza abo abamemba ba parliament abarugireyo niteka lino kurora nti ebyamaguzi ebiri fake oba ebyebicupuli byaranyisibwa kandi byamarwaho kimu habwe ensonga nti bigenzere meiso n'okurwaza abantu abatali bamu na bamu endweire ezitali zimu na zimu nka kansa.
So both religious institutions and cultural institutions, our business is people. And at the moment we have weak people who have taken in, who have consumed fake products, definitely our business will collapse. So we need strong Christians, we need strong Muslims, we need strong cultural followers, worshippers who believe in us. We need them strong. The moment they are weak, we will definitely become weak holistically. Economically, we will be weak because a weak person cannot perform. Physically, we will be weak before we will not be doing well. Socially, definitely when you are weak, you don't want even to relate with others. So, the moment we take in fake products, be aware that the whole of you, actually even politically, you will be affected. In all 6 spheres of life will be affected. Economically, physically, socially, spiritually, of course mentally, and politically. Therefore, we need to work together. And as religious leaders, it is our role to integrate the message of fighting fake products. We need to integrate our messaging of fighting fake products in our daily sermons, in our daily activities. We don't need to leave it to the police, the National Bureau of Standards, and all of us, you and I. It is our responsibility.
Enterano nkazinu zigenzere meiso kubaho mu ma districts nka Mukono, Soroti, Mbale, Bujiri, Mbarara hamna Kasese. Kandi ebitekerezo ebyabantu bigenzere meiso no kuhandikwa kandi imbija kutwara mu parliament kurora nti iteka lino lyarabwaho kandi lyatekebwa mu nkora.